Kitkatscanread.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I've got an exciting book video for you guys, and that is my December book haul. So this is going to contain some books I've received in the month of December, whether it's for Christmas or before Christmas. So there's quite a lot to get through, so without further ado, let's get started. So this book I actually got from Will. I went into Waterstones with Will and he was like, I don't know what to get you for Christmas, and I suggested maybe if there's some books I see like that as a possible idea. So this was one of the books that he got. This is XOXO by XEO. I literally picked this book up and was like, oh my goodness, this is one of the books that's on my wish list that I would love to get. So Will chose this for me. This is a K-drama sort of book. It's not long been released and I am so excited to have this book finally in my hands. You have no idea like what it's like to live in a flat where all of your wages near enough go on your rent and bills and surviving here, and you don't have a lot of money to yourself, so you have to sacrifice quite a lot. And so book buying here hasn't been like massive. Like I've literally had Illumicrate and Fairy Loot boxes and like nothing else, so it is strange to like not massively bulk buy. So it's really nice to be able to have some books for Christmas that I've not been able to get and have them in my hands now. So yeah, really super happy that I've got this. Another book that Will got for me from that very Waterstones is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I pulled this one out. I was like, this is a book that I keep seeing on Waterstones and that I want to get my hands on, and so Will got this for me. I was always like, it's a very expensive paperback because it's $12.99 in Waterstones, but Will was like, look, I want to treat you. So yeah, I got this book. I don't actually have a clue what this is about, but I know that it's LGBT and that it is between these two female characters, and I hear really cute things about this book, so I'm hoping that I do enjoy it. But I hear the fact that it's just so cute, which is why I've been wanting to get my hands on it. So this book, I actually ordered it through Amazon and Will gave me money for it because he wanted to get me the second book that's in this series, but both Waterstones we went into didn't have them, and I said, look, I can get it from Amazon if you really want me to, and he was like, yes, I want to give you the money for it. Bless his sweetheart and little soul, he's such a good little trooper. But he got me The Kissing Booth, Going the Distance by Beth Reekles. This is the second book that's in this series. Yes, it's a Netflix movie franchise, so yes, we've got the first three movies to the first three books that are out. I have only read the first book. Very different to the movie, but yeah, Will's recently got the first book, so you know, the great thing is like if I've read this then he can go on to reading this because we are showing our books at the moment. So yeah, this is a sequel. For those of you that don't know, the first book is about literally a kissing booth that started up, and they are like blindfolded at this kissing booth, so you don't actually know like who you're kissing apart from the audience. And so Elle is blindfolded, and then they kind of do it for like the school charity event, and she ends up kissing her best friend's brother, so then sparks this relationship. And so this is a continuation which goes on towards like Noah going off to college, and yeah, all the seriousness of like being a teen and all those sort of like things you have to think about. So yeah, really happy to have the sequel now because I've always wanted to get it, but it's, you know, like I say, haven't been able to get my hands on it. So thank you to Will again for getting this for me. And then Will also got me The Kissing Booth One Last Time by Beth Reekles. This is the third book that's in this series. This one he got from Waterstones. He was actually like, I know one book I want to get you, and it was one of the first books he picked up. So yes, now I've got books 2 and 3 in this series. Thanks, Will. So this book was in a W. Smith and it was reduced to, I want to say like £2, and there isn't actually like anything physically wrong with it. I think it's an old copy, like an old cover, to be honest. So this is The Switch Up by Katie Cannon. I really hope that I don't own this book, but I was trying to look through my books and I don't think I have it. I think I was gonna get it, but I don't think I have it. I really don't. I really hope that I don't. But yeah, so yeah, this is literally about two people who literally like switch lives, which is why I really like the sound of it. So yeah, it's about Willow, who's a drama queen, a fashion guru, and is spontaneous. They look exactly like Alice, who is a bookworm, doesn't like fashion, and yeah, they literally like swap places. I really like the sound of it. I think it's going to be really, really fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This one is kind of like a funny story actually. So for Christmas, Will got himself a couple of books for himself from Asda, and as they were on a deal for like 2 for £14 on their hardbacks, so he picked up, I want to say, either a Jason Fox book or another like SAS book, I can't remember. So he picked up that one, and then the other book he picked up was Michael Mcintyre's latest book. And then for Christmas he unwrapped one of his presents and he got a Michael Mcintyre book. So it was a bit like, and I was like, well, you know what, let's body read it at some point. So here we go, Michael Mcintyre, the Autobiography, A Funny Life. So we both got Michael Mcintyre's Autobiography. We can read it together in a month, whatever month we get to it, where it arises. I feel like it's going to be really, really funny. It's nice that we both got this book though, so that we can read it together. Yeah, so there you go. I got this as a free copy. So in a way, technically, I guess I could say that I got this for Christmas, or like I got it as part of a deal. Who knows? But either way, happy to have this now. So I don't really unbox my Fairy Little Luma Crate boxes anymore because so many people do the unboxings, and I don't really see so much point, because I kind of think to myself, who's going to watch my videos? Like, I'm not massively popular. Who's going to watch my unboxings when they're going to watch somebody who they enjoy watching the unboxings of? So that's purely my reasons why. So I am hauling you the latest book that I've got here, and this is Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. So here's the edge and its beautifulness. And this is a book right here. I think this was Fairly. Correct me if I'm wrong though. But yeah, it's got a beautiful inside to it on either side of it. It's really gorgeous, and it's got a signed little book plate on the inside as well. Right there. And yeah, I've not read any books by this author, but they've written a couple of books. But it's kind of, I want to say, based on like fairy tale kind of thing, like Once Upon a Time. So yeah, it says, once upon a time there was a beautiful kind princess and her wicked maid. The wicked maid stole the princess's face, with it her name, her betrothed and everything. The princess had to toil away as a servant while her maid lived like a queen. When the maid was caught, she died for her crimes, and the princess lived happily ever after. Or that is how the story has been told. It's time for the wicked maid to tell her side of the story. So it's a retelling of the Goose Girl, but I've never read the Goose Girl. But yeah, this is one of the latest books I've got from those book boxes. I got a lovely surprise today from one of my good friends, Rosie. I did not know she had sent this to me. It came with no note. It literally just had a slip saying that it was like a gift. So I assumed it was from my wish list. Plus I never bought it for myself. So this is The Roommate by Rosie Dallin. I literally like tweeted it out. I was like, whoever got this, thank you, like please reveal yourselves. And turned out it was Rosie. She was like, I did write a note though, it must have somehow fallen out. And I was like, yeah, it definitely wasn't in the package. So yeah, The Roommate by Rosie Dallin. And I remember this being, I think, really hyped on the Bookables channel about these people that literally are roommates. Like, I just think it's gonna be like really cute. Oh, I'm really excited. Really cute little romance about roommates. Like, oh, love it. So yeah, massive thank you to Rosie. You really honestly didn't have to, but yeah, this is like a really great Christmas gift to have from an amazing friend like you. So somebody on Twitter was getting rid of their ARCs for postage, so I jumped on the bandwagon and just paid £3 for the postage of these ARCs to be sent. So the first one is Shadow in the Empire of Light by Jane Rutley. It just sounded really interesting. about magic, murder and mayhem, but keep it in the family. It just sounds really interesting and I really like the sound of this one. Then I got My Heart Underwater by Laurel Flores Ventoso, and this is about Corazon, who doesn't fit in anywhere, not at the Catholic school they attend on their scholarship, not at home with her average grades, not in class with their teacher, who is their secret crush. When an accident leaves her dad comatose, they feel like their teacher is the only one who understands them, but a crush turns into something more. Her mother finds out they're sent to live with their half-brothers in the Philippines. They're not prepared to face the stranger in an unfamiliar place, but they begin to discover how her family and their country have shaped her past and how they might change their future. It's an own voices story which blends self-discovery with an LGBT romance, and yeah, perfect fans of Randy Rebay, Nina LaCour and Adib Khorram. So yeah, this one sounds quite interesting. And then the one I was most excited about, which is Tempests and Slaughter by Tamora Pierce, the art copy of this one. So it's a tale of greatness, tale of great era, epic beginnings, beginning of an end. So starts the story of Aram, a boy who is destined to become a Numer Salamalin, the most powerful mage Tortal will ever know. But yes, it's a fantasy, and I just love this feather. Yeah. These last few books I got from the works, first of which is 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Louis, and then What If You Fell in Love and Then He Disappeared. So when Noah and Sam's lives collide one snowy evening, they spend 8 perfect hours stuck side by side believing they'll never see each other again. The lives become entangled in ways they never expected, and it's going to change everything. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, like this one. Then I got Craig Revel Horwood's book, which is Dances and Dreams on Diamond Street. Of course I had to get Craig Revel Horwood's book because I'm a big Strictly Come Dancing fan and I love Craig Revel Horwood. But yeah, it's set in the 1990s as well. It's the story of an unlikely family of friends who rent a room in a ramshackle 6-bedroom townhouse. The residents of Diamond Street range from young dancers on their first steps to stardom to a punk poet who never quite gets there, from flamboyant Still, who inhabits the attic, to male nurse Lachlan, who has their own demons to conquer. It's presided over the wisecracking patriarch of the family, Danny, who's a dancer turned choreographer. It follows the lives of these rough diamonds as they try to achieve their dreams with unexpected and sometimes hilarious results. I feel like it's going to be quite an interesting read. I will be super intrigued to see what Craig Revel Horwood's fictional book is like. I got here The Handover by David and Barnett. This is about 2 people who work 2 different shifts at this museum of social history. And so Nate works in the day shift, and yeah, 5 minutes each day their shifts overlap, so they have a handover. So he passes the torch over to Daisy and she asks him for a full report of the day, which he gives. It's the only interaction they have until mysterious things begin to happen at the museum. They discover they have a lot more in common than they realised. Their investigations uncover more than just the truth, and then could they learn that they also have feelings for each other as well. So I really like the sound of this and like the idea of this handover thing. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Then I got here Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, and I hear a lot about this author, especially from Bookables. So it says here, Vanessa Price quit her job to pursue her dream of travelling the globe. She wasn't expecting to gain millions of YouTube followers who share the joy of seizing every moment for her. Living each day is to the fullest is just a motto. Her mother and sister never saw the age of 30, and Vanessa doesn't want to take anything for granted. Her half-sister suddenly leaves Vanessa in custody of her baby daughter. Life goes from the daily adventure to hourly nappy change. The last person they expect to show up offering help is a lawyer next door called Adrian, and she barely knows him. No one warned her that he was a secret baby Tamor, that she'd be spending a lot of time with him and his chihuahua. She's feeling things that she vowed not to feel. The only thing worse than falling for Adrian is finding a little hope for a future that she may never see. So, sounds really cute and interesting. Next of all, I have Talk Bookish to Me by Kate Bromley. I just really liked the sound of the title with the books on it as well. So it says here, Cara Sullivan is definitely not avoiding her deadline. It's the week of her best friend's wedding. She's a maid of honour. She's got a lot of responsibilities. She's a best-selling romance novelist with 7 novels under her belt. She's a pro. Lehman deadlines don't scare her. Neither does writer's block. She's eager to support Christina as she ties the knot. But then who's going to show up at the rehearsal dinner but Kara's college ex-boyfriend Ryan? He is one of the groom's childhood friends, and he's at the wedding party too. Neither of them were prepared to see each other ever again, and it's definitely not a meet cute. However, when Kara sits down to write again the next day, her writer's block is suddenly gone. Our muse is Will, and is Kara's muse Ryan. Dun dun dun. Sounds really cute, and I really like the sound of this one. Then I've got here the Borrow a Bookshop Holiday by Kylie Dunbar. This one sounds really, really cute. Borrow a Bookshop Holiday, like what? So it said Duke Crawley has a broken heart. After leaving a cheating boyfriend, she decides to go solo on their non-refundable holiday, running a tiny bookshop in the Devon Harbour village of Clovelaw. But there's one problem. There's a 6-foot-tall, brooding, gorgeous Elliot who has reserved the bookshop for 2 weeks. And as Jude and Elliot put their differences aside to run the bookshop, they find themselves falling for more than just words. She discovers that Elliot is running from something, and he's hiding out there for a reason. Could this be the romantic ending, or will there be a twist in the tale? Sounds really, really cute. Then I've got here The Moment I Met You by Debbie Johnson. So it says here, Anna Godwin could never have known that her dream holiday to Mexico would change her life forever. She thought she was in charge of her own destiny, but on a gorgeous summer evening her whole world is ripped from her feet in a single moment, and 10 years later she can't forget the face of the stranger who held her whilst everything that she knew was destroyed. They are thrown back together again, and they start to uncover the truth about that night, and they question whether they made the right decision all those years ago. It sounds like it's gonna be, oh my goodness, like heartbreaking, but like a really cute romantic story. Oh my goodness, I feel like it's gonna be an emotional one, that one. New Arrivals at Hedgehog Hollow by Jessica Redland. The tree gives me Animal Arc vibes, like by the sounds of it, and plus there's like a cat on the bench, like cute little hedgehogs. Well, a really cute cover. Life at Hedgehog Hollow has never been busier for Samantha, with an influx of new hogs and hoglets to take care of, not to mention a full-time job. Ongoing family issues has she taken on more than she can handle. Josh is by her side for support and encouragement, but he's got his own family troubles to deal with. He's got to decide if he's ready to do the one thing he swore that he's never going to do, which is forgive his father. For both of them, it's a season of change and for figuring out whether the past can truly ever be forgotten. Escape to Hedgehog Hollow with top 10 bestseller Jessica Redland for the perfect uplifting read. But it does sound like it's going to be a really, really cute sort of read. And then finally I have here You've Got My Number by Angela Barton. This one was the only copy they had in the works. So it says here, 3 isn't always a magic number. There are 3 reasons Tess should be happy. Her job at the Blue Olive Deli is dull, but at least she gets to work with her best friend. She lives in a cosy cottage in the pretty village of Halston. She's in love with her boyfriend Blake, because despite their history, Blake continues to be the puzzle piece in their life that doesn't quite fit. But when she meets the intriguing local artist Daniel, it soon becomes apparent that for Tess, love isn't as easy as 1, 2, 3. It just sounds like another really sort of like cute little chick lit book. So yeah, I got quite a few chick lit books from the works. They were 3 for £5. So yeah, got them on an absolute steal of a bargain. I got some final books to share with you because I had a Lumicrate Fairy Loot boxes arrive, and also a book that I got with an Amazon voucher that I got for Christmas. So first of all, I'm going to start with this book right here. This is A Marvellous Light by Freya Marks. It's in this plastic sort of case, which I think is actually quite unique. It says Mystery, Magic, Murder, Marvellous by Alex E. Harrow. Yeah, really, really exclusive. This is an Illumicrate exclusive. So if I show you underneath, there's this. And if we go looking into it further, we've got a lovely signature right there from the author, special signed edition. And yeah, look at the lovely synopsis on the inside. My favourite of all is the pages. So yeah, look how gorgeous these are. So gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. So now what the book's about. It says here it's a hidden world, magical conspiracy and a thrilling romance. Young Baronet Robin Blythe was already in a spot of bother. He's struggling to be a decent older brother,
and a responsible employer, and to rescue the estate ravaged by his late parents' successors. Then an administrative mistake appoints him parliamentary liaison to the secret society, and he discovers magic lies beneath the reality he's always known. Soon Robin must contend with magic's dangers as well as its beauty. As he tries to find his missing predecessor, he attracts a deadly curse. To navigate these hazards, he'll need the help of Edwin Corsi, his prickly magic society counterpart, but his aloof associate clearly wishes that Robin were anyone and anywhere else. Drawn together by unexpected perils, Robin and Edwin will discover a mystery as old as the power that binds the land, a plot that threatens every magician in the British Isles, and a secret that some have already died to keep. So yeah, this just sounds really interesting, and yeah, I look forward to giving this one a read. Next of all, I have got here Year of the Reaper by Makia Lucia. Not heard of this book before, this author. The Past Never Forgets. So yeah, this book here, black edges, gold and black like throughout. So let's have a little look on the inside, and there's a artwork print that I'll quickly share with you. Right there, beautiful, beautiful art print, and underneath is this picture right here, which is really, really cool. So let's just have a look on the inside for anything in particular. So there's a signed book plate on the inside there that came with it. So yeah, now let's speak about what this book is about. 3 years ago, Lord Cassier disappeared in the midst of a war on a mission entrusted to keep him by the king. Since then, a devastating plague has swept the land, leaving countless dead and the kingdom forever altered. Having survived a rotten prison cell and a merciless illness, Cass is now 18 and wants only to return to his home in the mountains and forget the past horrors. But home's not what he remembers. His castle has become a refuge for the royal court. They have brought their enemies with them. When an assassin targets those closest to the queen, Cass is drawn into a search for a killer, one that leads him to a form of unexpected bond with a brilliant young historian named Lena. Cass and Lena soon realise that who is behind the attacks is far less important than why. They must look to the past, following the trail of a terrible secret, one that could threaten the kingdom's newfound peace and plunge it back into war. Sounds really interesting. I like how these two people are going to team together, and with hopefully maybe a possible romance with that, so that sounds pretty cool. And the other book that came with Ferralut, because there were 2 books this time around, is The Coldest Touch by Isabel Sterling. Now this cover, I'll be completely honest, would never normally like draw me in. It looks really sort of like, I don't know, middle grade just by the cartoon. Death drew them together, life could tear them apart. So Elise is cast. Every time she touches someone, she experiences how they will die. When she predicts it's unable to prevent her brother's death, they are desperate to escape their gift. They make Claire, who is a vampire, tasked with helping them master their powers and recruiting her to the Veil, which is a secret organisation determined to protect the paranormal world at all costs. But at first, Elise is reluctant to work with a vampire. When she predicts the teacher's murder, she's determined to stop the violent death. So as they grow closer, they begin to wonder, can they really trust someone tasked with securing their loyalty, someone who could easily kill them, and who might hold the key to uncovering their brother's mysterious death. From the author of These Witches Don't Burn comes Paranormal Romance for fans of Rochelle Mead and Stephanie Meyer. Now, Stephanie Meyer, Twilight series, Rochelle Mead, the Vampire Academy series. So, yeah, it's got like, I don't know, it sounds kind of quirky. So, yeah, maybe this book will surprise me, so we'll see. And the final book here that I've got is Tempting the Best Man by Jennifer Armentrout. So I've got loads of Amazon gift cards for Christmas. I literally asked for gift cards. I was just like, you know, and then I thought for December and for Christmas Day, because I've not been feeling great, I'm going to be off work for Christmas, so I just thought, you know, I'll treat myself to a gift card this way. I haven't paid for it. I've got it as a Christmas gift, something to unwrap on Christmas. So yeah, Tempting the Best Man. It's quite a short book. This is a Gamble Brothers book. It's the first book in the series. Don't really ever hear people talk about the series. I believe it's like adult romance series. So yeah, it just says here, she'll make him lose control. Madison Daniels has worshipped her brother's best friend since they were kids. Everyone thinks that she and Chase Gamble would make the perfect couple, but there are 2 major flaws in their logic. Chase is sworn off relationships of any kind, and after blowing the line between friends and lovers for one night 4 years ago, they can't stop bickering with each other. Forced together for her brother's wedding getaway, Madison and Chase decide to call a truce for the happy couple, except all bets are off, and when they have to shack up in a 70s honeymoon suite, survive the family's attempts to prove their spot can be used for more than fighting if they don't strangle each other first. This feels like a really, really big, like, hate to love romance situation. So yeah, like, it sounds really cool. It says here, laugh at last is a romance with sassy stubborn leads, prepared to read in a sit-in. The chemistry sizzles off the page. I'm hoping I really, really enjoy this book. I really, really want to work my way through Jennifer Armentrout's books, and 2022 is my aim to try and do like as many of them as I can. So yeah, really, really happy to have this one out, and hopefully I do enjoy it. And it's a fairly short read, so hopefully I can sneak it onto a TBR at some point.
There you have it, guys. A lot of new books to add to my collection. So yeah, I'm really intrigued about all of them. Majority of them sound really cute and quirky, and I'm hoping that I do like them, especially my Christmas reads as well. I'm really, really excited to get to. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these books, then please do let me know down below what you thought about them, and if you are intrigued by these books as well, to add them to your wish list, do let me know down below as well. Let me know what you're reading, what you got for December, what you got getting for Christmas bookish wise, and all that sort of stuff. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. But that's it from me, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!